everyone, welcome back to FA channel with Paris. We're all about celebrating arts, technology, and creativity. These couple days whenever I'm setting up my avatar and talk about learning language and all other kind of topics, I start to realize how easy it is for me to start talking or feel that my avatar is another form of me in the virtual world. And then before I started all the things that's in my mind, I want to plant these two questions in your mind while you listen my shared ideas. So first question is, whenever you start using your avatar, how do you feel? Do you feel that you look into the mirror of yourself, but it's more like another form of yourself? Or it's more the completely another version of another creature in the virtual world? The second question is, if you have the chance to create a CGI avatar, exact version of yourself in the virtual world, like a 3D model of yourself, but looks exactly the same like you, and is very alive, very accurate tracking of your face, and it's basically another version of you. How do you feel that? Do you want to change your existing right now? Like, do you want to change the animated character, the 3D character avatar, or you want to have another version of you in the virtual world? Anyway, that's all the questions I have in my mind when I write down all the thoughts I want to share with you. After 1.5 years using my avatar, talking about all the ideas, the experience, and the new projects that are coming up, that I'm doing little projects here and there, how do I feel? What's my perception of having an avatar, and what do I suggest, and how is it change my life, or is it really change my life? Anyway, this episode is really just like little thoughts of mine, and I also did some research about avatar. I like to share that as well from a more like a social perspective and my own life experience, and some suggestions for you to take when you want to make your own avatar. And yeah, let's get started. First of all, when I just started using avatar, it didn't really have the perfect sync applied avatar, and I didn't really feel that that's part of me or another form of me, because the face tracking is just not there yet. At this moment, when I pull out my phone, my iPhone, my open VC face or whatever software we're using, and then when I'm looking at myself talking, I feel the freedom of express myself. I feel more energetic than when I talk in front of camera with my real self. One of the reasons I think is because of the ego that we carry ourselves in the real body, which I don't really have when I use my avatar. I don't really care that much what kind of facial expression I'm making. I don't really care too much about what mistake I'm making. I can make a silly mistake, or I can go crazy with my facial expression and then say something that I usually don't say. It doesn't really matter at this point when I use my avatar, because the avatar is a 3D character of my creative project. And then now I'm using the avatar to express myself. It's that simple. Another weird feeling I have is that when I'm using my avatar right now, I feel like a kind of attachment with my avatar, because I do not want to change how I look. Like, I love my hairstyle, I do change my clothes, but I really like the whole branding of it. In terms of branding, I'm talking about the color, the face tattoo on my face and then the whole vibe of my avatar. I do love it and I do not want to change that. So it become like I feel like there's a personality from growing from my avatar and possibly identity grow from my avatar. So I literally feel like my avatar is living in the virtual world, and instead of thinking it as another form of me in another dimension, I feel more like my avatar has its own life in the virtual world because of the experience I gave to my avatar and make her grow by herself. I know it sounds crazy, but that's really how I feel. I just want to share. If you have a similar feeling with me, please share with me. That don't make me feel like I'm crazy. But at the same time, I just want to share this feeling when you talk with your avatar all the time, share your opinion. Of course, you know that opinion is from your mind, your real body, real thoughts. But at the same time, your representation of you in the virtual world is different format. It's a 3D character. But the 3D character have its own experience that you give it to her, apply to her, that make her grow on her own. That's my theory. I mean, that's my feeling, which is really weird. So that comes to the question that if technology evolves and then there's that I can get my 3D avatar of myself from the real world, do I want to change that? The answer is no. I love what I make here, the creative avatar of myself. So I don't want to change to. So I don't feel like I want to change this 3D character of myself. I want to bring this avatar to different platforms. I want to grow with my avatar and see what's going to happen in the future. It's become another identity of mine, if that makes sense. Which comes to another point that I want to point out is the freedom of express myself with different styles. You know, when you're by yourself or you're trying to talk on the internet, for example, you always post photos on social media, you're always trying to talk certain things that you have knowledge of, and that you always try to find your own voice, right? I'm always trying to seeking my own voice, my own style. But with my avatar, I feel like there's unlimited possibilities that I do not have to find my own voice. That voice can be on different platform, can be as many as possible, because it's like extension of extended self exploring in the virtual world. And the virtual world is not completely into blocks. Like, it's not like a big society that you have to behave in a certain way, that you have to act in a certain way and look for your own spot. Virtual world is huge, and then you can explore and build your own platform, build your own voice and style in so many different formats. Like I mentioned before, your avatar does not have to look like a human. It can look like an alien or an animal, and also still socialize in different platforms. So your avatar doesn't have to be just one form. In my case, I like my avatar, but I like to have different voices or have different kind of style of presenting myself in the virtual world. So what I did is starting little projects here and there. The other day I was thinking, what is on earth this one thing that I do not want to do with my body, but I really want to share with my avatar? But the other day I was like, what if I use my avatar reading poetry every day just for that? Like, whenever I'm reading a poetry, I love reading. Whenever I'm reading it, I just use my avatar to track my face and read that and post it on TikTok. Guess what? I did it for like 2 days so far, and I've gotten some good view. And the matter for me, it's not really, when I started this little project, I didn't really think, oh my God, how many views I'll get. But I really enjoy the feeling of changing my voice, using avatar, reading little poetry, reading little poems that I think it will be weird if I do it by myself. But with my avatar, I have time now to read poetry, which I don't think I had time before because I feel like it's kind of wasting time. Now I can use that time to concentrate on reading one piece of poetry. I tend to read like maybe a couple of them, 5 or 6 of them every day. And if I like it, I'll share that with the world with my avatar. And I just find this very interesting. If you're interested, I'll put the link underneath in the description. You can take a look at what I mean. It's really strange. It's unfamiliar, but at the same time, it's familiar. So what I mean is, if you have a project, for example, you really love singing, but there's no way you want to show your face sing, then just use an avatar to do it. Or you want to teach your knowledge, but you really don't want to show your face. Again, I mentioned it before, use an avatar to represent yourself, to feel the true expressive way. You don't even need to seek your style because your avatar already represents a style which is unique in the virtual world, also in the real world. I think somehow it's related to the word ego. Because when we live in our real life world, we tend to carry an ego unconsciously, that afraid of being judged and afraid of, it's not interesting enough. Like, that's not me. Okay, that's a word I hear all the time when people say, I'm not going to do that because that's not me. But what is you? The you that you carry on is based on your experience and your social interactions with others, the social groups that you're in, that you think you should perform that role in society. That's the you, but it's actually the ego of you. Why don't you break that ego, free yourself without being someone else? I think that's what I really enjoy having an avatar. Okay, anyway, that's what I think the psychological part of me in enjoying having the avatar. And I think having an avatar is gonna become one of the biggest elements in our social life in the future, because eventually everyone will have an avatar. I'm pretty sure about that. In what kind of format, I'm not sure. But with that, keep that in mind. There's one little suggestion we give when you create your first avatar, or the avatar you wanted to use for a while, is that read the term and conditions of the avatar studio, the software that make your avatar. Make sure that once you make it, you own the avatar. I remember my partner told me one app called Vikatsu. I think they have this creating avatar service, but after a while they closed down the service, so you can no longer using the avatar, which is really sad. I can't imagine myself having my avatar being attached with it, and then all of a sudden it's like you cannot use this avatar anymore. You don't own the rights. But with Visual Studio, you can own. It's yours. Once you finish using your avatar, this is all yours. So make sure. So there are a lot of avatar platforms out there. So make sure before you use it, read the terms and conditions. Make sure that avatar is what you can use for the rest of your life. Even if you don't want to use in the future, but make sure that you have the right of using it, even if this service shut down, right? So to sum up, to give a conclusion, which is hard to give, it's just based on my own feeling and experience, I suggest everyone to try to have your own avatar and just simply have fun with it. Thinking about creating an avatar almost like a artwork, that you're creating a piece of artwork that represents yourself in the virtual reality, in the virtual world. And then think about some little projects that you want to do. Explore another version of yourself, or extended version of yourself in another dimension. And I think that's a really cool thing to explore and try. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to write comments on our YouTube channel or join our Discord server. And I like to continue sharing in another 1 year or 2 years. Perhaps I'm not using this exactly avatar anymore, or maybe I'll continue using it. I'm not sure, but this channel is all about sharing the journey of us experiencing the virtual culture, experiencing any creative things that from art and technology. And we hope you can learn something. I hope you can get inspired and try your own. Yeah, let us know if you have any questions. Lately, I have my friend asking me, her mom wanted avatar to teach online, which makes me very excited because I can see how people start to accept this concept of avatar, even though they're not even be online all the time. I think that's a great news. I really like to hear news like that, and I really want to help people like that. This is funny. I feel like I'm actually touching my face, and then anyway, so that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoy it. Please just share your thoughts on our YouTube channel. I really want to know how you feel with your avatar. Maybe my perception is very limited, or I just want to speak my mind freely since I'm using my avatar. So maybe in the future I even want to make a little short little video of me exploring virtual world, like a music video or something, or a little dialogue, or a little scene, like a little film. I don't know, I will explore more. It's all about experience and process. Anyway, have fun with it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.